Hello, this is Bill Scheid from the Systems Lab with a results update for the PRX Crypto ETHE 3-minute automated system as of the end of the year 2025. Let's jump straight into the numbers. What we have here is the 2025 performance backtest generated by the PRX Crypto strategy on TradingView. Here we see that the ETHE buy and hold for 2025, the return was minus 15.9% versus the ETHE 3-minute system that returned 4.62R. So while buy and hold was down almost 16%, the 3-minute system managed to turn a profit in an otherwise not very profitable or favorable market. The maximum drawdown for ETHE buy and hold for the year was minus 60%, whereas for the system it was only minus 12.2R. This chart shows us daily bars for ETHE for the calendar year 2025, and we see the maximum drawdown here at minus 60%. If you were long going into the year, it was actually more than minus 60% if you start at the 2024 peak. And then we had another drawdown in ETHE later on in 2025 of minus 35%. So the system did a great job playing defense, only 12.2R maximum drawdown for the system, and it actually made money in a year where buy and hold was negative. Now let's jump into a little bit more detail on the 2025 stats. So here we see the 4.62R gain. We see that the system generated 345 trades for the year. Largest gain was 7.8R, largest loss of minus 1.06R. If we take a look at what the equity curve looked like, we can see the blue line here in R multiples with the red line as the 20-period moving average on this equity curve. I like the 20-period moving average because in my own personal trading, I use that as a filter, a market filter to switch the system on and off. So I only take the trades when the system is above the 20-period moving average on the equity curve. And I'll do a separate video in which I detail the performance of that configuration. In the meantime, without that filter, we see here that the average drawdown was minus 5.47R, and this is our maximum drawdown of 12.2R that we saw earlier. Now let's zoom out a little bit, and here we're going to look at the performance from 2020 to 2025, and specifically that's October 30th, 2020 through the end of the year 2025. We see we have 198.3R. Largest gain of 22.4R, largest loss minus 2.0R. This largest gain, I always smile when I see that because I think of Dr. Van Tharp, our mentor. He loved trading systems with large R multiple winners. Here we see that there are 1,826 trades in the sample. The expectancy is 0.11R and the system quality number is 3.1. Now, if we look a little bit further here, we can see the equity curve going back to 2020. Now, it's fairly up and to the right. We see that the average drawdown is minus 8.06R and that the biggest drawdown is minus 32R. If you'd like to see what the results look like broken out by year, on the left we have trade distribution by year, and on the right we have performance by year. We would expect to see fewer trades in 2020 because our sample doesn't begin until October 30th, but we see that the number of trades is relatively stable from year to year, a few more here, a few less there. In terms of performance by year, we see that even though 2020 we had less trades, we had more R, so that was a pretty good year. 2021 and 2023 did very well on the upside. 2024 was pretty solid too. 2022 was fairly light. Well, I say fairly light, I mean that's like 19R, which if you're position sizing at 1%, that's not too bad. And here we have 2025, which so far has been the smallest gain of all the years we've traded. What will 2026 bring? We just have to wait and see, but I'm really looking forward now that the year started And actually, just last week, we had a 7R gain in one day. So that is a fantastic way to start 2026. This is Bill Scheid from the Systems Lab. Thank you very much for watching, and happy trading.